Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Today's makeup tutorial I'm going to do for you is of Zendaya. Now if you haven't heard of Zendaya, you've been in the same place as me because I hadn't heard of her. And then I was watching TV the other day and Ellen was on and this gorgeous young vibrant girl came out dancing and I was like, wow, this girl is really amazing. I did a little bit of research on her because I thought she just looked beautiful and she was really charismatic and really lively, and I thought, what a great influence for young girls and guys. And she's like 19, she's 20 this year, and it said on Wikipedia that she is a triple threat because she's an actress, she dances and she sings. And I thought, why call it a triple threat? I think that's just triple talented. You know, she's worked really hard and she's a talented young girl. Not a threat to anyone. If you do the same, then you'll be the same. Right, so that's a bit of a rant, wasn't it? So that's the makeup I'm going to do for you today. Because she's a young girl, I've chosen to go for affordable products because I want it to be affordable for everyone. Obviously, I am a lot older than her, but it's not about how I look, it's about her makeup being on my face. That's it. Right, let's get started. So I've chosen to use Bourjois 123 Perfect Foundation. I really like this one. It's a great affordable foundation. I'm going to use a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge. I'm going to work that over the skin. I've used this slightly damp, and the reason being is that if you use it dry, it's going to soak up a lot of your product. So by using it damp, you can work the product over the skin. I tend to go in with one layer where I wipe it on the skin, and then I'll do another layer where I kind of push it onto the skin, any areas that I need a little bit more coverage. Now it's very, very hot in this room today because I've got the lights on, which means that my skin is a little bit redder than normal, so I might need a little bit more. I'm going to come back and conceal at the end, so I'm going to move on to the eyes, and I have got 3 different eye pencils. These are all like the chubby pencils. One is by Barry M, one is by Complexion, and the other one is by Bourjois. They're all the same, don't worry, as long as it's black, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to take that right the way over my mobile lid. And the mobile lid is the bit that when you blink, it moves. Right, I'm going to leave that for a second. I'm going to move on to my Barry M pencil. This is black again. You can use the pencil that I just used, but I like something that's a little bit more accurate because I want to take this inside the waterline. If you struggle with the top waterline, just close your eyes and do both, top and bottom in one. God, everything's melting in this room and it's not even summer yet. What's it going to be like when it's summer? Oh man. Right, I'm then going to take a brush and just softly blend this outer line. Now I didn't do it straight away because it's so warm in this room that the products were moving a lot anyway, and I had to let it set a tiny bit before I started to blend it. I'm just going to move it slightly, just the very edge, so it softens it a tiny bit. Now you want to make sure that with your black eyeliner brush that you're really almost pulling out to extend that lower lash line. It's going to give you a nice end to the eye. And I'm going to take an angle brush and pull that and blend it a little bit in. See how it gives you that slightly more cat's eye finish, which is what we're after. Now often you find that the black isn't quite strong enough, it goes a bit blue, it looks a bit shiny, it doesn't hold. So I'm going to take a Rimmel black eyeshadow and just push that over the top of what we've already got. It's going to really matte that out, but it's also going to really black that out. Next I'm going to take this Bourjois Colourband in 04. It's a 24-hour waterproof eye pencil, and I'm going to just run that a little bit in the socket. And just get a soft brush and blend that. Then, I couldn't find an eyeshadow in the chemist or the drugstore that was the right colour for what I wanted to go through the socket. So I've gone for a L'Oreal. This is a blush Sculpt. Don't know where the Sculpt is. Trio contouring blush. Right, this is obviously for darker skin. It's a trio contouring blush, but I think it's only a highlighter. I can't see any contouring in there, which is very strange. And I'm going to take this colour here and just want to run that through the socket. Make sure it blends with that darker colour, and it's just going to add a really warm lift to the eye. And from my brush you can kind of see what it's doing. One half of my brush is black now and the other half is that coppery colour, because the brush is just sitting in that socket. Next I'm going to add some mascara. I have got Rimmel Extreme Black Volume Colourist. I'm going to pop tons of mascara on. I like that the mascara has a proper wand rather than a plastic one. Right, mascara both top and bottom lashes, and then we're on to brows. I'm going to take a Maybelline brow pencil and I'm just going to take the spoolie on the end just to run through my brows first. Then add a touch of colour. I just want to get a rough shape first. I'm then going to go in with a powder over the top, because she has got beautifully full brows. I don't. So I use a pencil first, and then because it's slightly waxy, it will help the eyeshadow powder to stick to it a little bit better, so I can make my brows look that little bit thicker. Then I'm going to go in with a Collections brow kit and a MAC 266. I'm just going to try and get a better shape to those brows now. I do think that brow products are the hardest things to find in the chemist or the drugstore. They're always too soft and waxy. Need to make sure that I go back in with my spoolie and really soften that front of the brow. We're getting there. The eyes are the focus. Okay, I have got, oh, should I use that one or that one? Then I have got this Collection eyeshadow pencil in Vanilla Sky. Now this is quite light, but don't worry. Obviously, if you're a darker skin, you're going to swap for something more like Bourjois Beige Minimalist. It'll be really nice as a highlighter. And get a brush to really soften that, because I'm putting another colour over it anyway. It's only to add a real highlighted kind of finish there. Right, we're then going to go back in with our palette that we use for the eyeshadow. This is the L'Oreal Blush Sculpt palette. Don't know how they named it that. I'm going to use that middle colour there. Middle colour is a little bit lighter. And that's going to cling on top of the vanilla. And still let that vanilla shine through, but it's going to soften it a little bit with a slightly warmer colour. Concealing. Just going to take a little wipe. I'm going to clean away anything that may have fallen down. I don't want, actually hardly anything fell down. I'm really impressed with those products. And I can feel already they're not going to move. Okay, I want to conceal. So I have got this L'Oreal Matchperfect, and I've gone for the nearly lightest shade, but it looks quite nice and light. I'm going to run that under my eyes. And then get a deluxe crease brush and just blend that. Now I'm not sure how quickly this sets, that's why I've only done under the eyes to start off with. Because sometimes the quicker they set, the quicker you have to work with them. And I think this sets pretty quick actually. And I'm dabbing this because I want to blend it, but I don't want it to be too wiped away. I need a good amount of coverage. I am also going to take that down my nose, a little bit here. I'm going to wait and come back and do the rest. Now imagine if that line was to continue, it would go down here. So if it continued down from the nose, that's where it would go. And I want a little bit just on my brow there to lift that. Now I've not powdered yet, I'm going to do that right at the end. I'm going to take my Collections contour kit and a duo fibre brush, because it won't pick up as much product. And just pop that from the top of the ears down to the corner of the eye, following the dip in the cheekbone, through my jawbone, and a little bit through the hairline. And if you want, you can take a tiny bit, just either side of the nose. Then back in with our blush palette, the L'Oreal blush palette, and I'm going to take that little colour here, thinner one. I don't want the really, and I'm just going to take a bit of the off the brush, and that's going to go on the top of my cheeks. So all those colours look like they're working together. Then on the lip, no lip liner at all. I'm going to take Rimmel lipstick by Kate in number 42. If you've got darker skin, obviously go for one that's a little bit darker. Now in the Sculpt powder that I use, there's a highlighter as well, so I'm then going to go in and touch up a little bit of highlighter. Now I've pretty much powdered this area, so it doesn't need any more powdering. But I am going to powder the rest of my face. So very subtle shine to the top of the cheekbones. Then I'm going to take Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'm going to take my Miracle Complexion sponge, and I'm going to use the side of it just to powder the areas I want to powder. So by using a sponge to powder your face, you're going to get a lot more coverage from it, from the powder. So there you have my finished Zendaya makeup tutorial. Now if you're like me, everywhere you look you'll see this girl now. Probably I'm crazy and I'm the only person that doesn't know who, or didn't know who she was, but I think she's going to be massive. She's already got 10 million followers on Instagram, so that's incredible. Hope you've liked it, guys. Have a nice day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much everyone for subscribing and getting us to 2 million subscribers. It means the absolute world. I love you so much. Take care. See you next time. Bye.